All right, you're good, sir.
All right.
Man, he looks like a badass.
That big red nose looks like it's been hitting the sauce.
All right. I won't do my regular recap since I think that probably recapped it pretty well.
That was fancy, Dwight. You know what we should have done? You should have told me about that, and I could have screen captured everybody doing like how they do in the NFL games. Hey, this is Logic Brom from the School of Divine Arts.
Yeah, you and Ryan could stand behind each other and then duck when the camera hits you.
That was pretty cool, Dwight. Thank you for setting it up.
Sure. Well, like I said, I plan to do that each book. It's sort of a recap of what happened in the previous book.
All right then.
So you guys are back on board the ship. Now, second here. So you're going to have a chance. The new mast looked sturdy and up to the task. The rigging the crew had in storage in the hold. Only on the outskirts of the fight, the sailors chatter quite a bit about the goblin attack on the town of Otak and the surprising return of their passengers in the company of goblins. Brad keeps mostly to himself. He goes about with a very old hooded cloak covering his clothes and most of his face. He almost looks like a monk. Captain Felton and crew ask no questions about the extra passenger. They seem to be of a mind that the less they know, the better. So if you guys have any things you want to discuss among yourselves, or if you want to have any conversation with Brad before you reach crossing, now would be the time to do it. You remember now that Brad is of a banished house.
Was
So,
oh, go ahead.
so Brad, what makes you think when we hit the land that you're not just going to be pushed right back out to sea?
Well, he says, hopefully not. I don't have the mark because I was born on the Forsaken Isle, but I'm going to keep pretty much under wraps. I'm probably going to hang pretty close to you guys for a day or so until I can make arrangements to head for Moravan. As I understand it, you four are headed for the Sacred Isle, for the Lornish Grove. That's not the direction I'll be heading. So if you don't mind, I'll probably hang with you in crossing, but yeah, I'm going to be trying to keep as down low as possible.
Good note for all of us to know then, if you don't want people to know who you are.
No, I sure don't. Don't tell anybody who I might. For all they know, I'm just one of this strange party. And he looks at you guys and he says, you know, the people in crossing are going to think you strange.
Why are they going to think we're strange, Brad? We don't have the mark yet, do we?
In Lorne, dwarves do not travel in the company of elves or halflings. Humans don't travel in the company of any other race.
Well, that kind of town. Okay.
On the morning of the second day, this crew seemed high in spirits. Seagulls have started to appear, a sure sign that they are nearing a large body of land. The crew know little about crossing, although a couple have been there before. Tom has been there twice. Tom says the town is sort of a city between realms. Although the human kingdom of Moravan bears the same name as the island, it's all a bluster, and it's not the only realm on the island. Crossing is politically under the kingdom of Moravan, but on the edge, where you would go on your way to the wooded elvish realm with the dwarven fastness, or the mountains, or even the sacred grove by ship. Hence the town is well named. It's Crossing. They'll tell you that Crossing is a large town, a city mostly used for trade between the realms. Because of that, of particular value to us as well, as we're shipping goods there.
So it sounds like just about anything you'd ever look for could be found in Crossing at some point
Just
or another.
about. Just about. Captain Felton addresses the passengers and crew. We want to avoid any controversy. Please mention to no one that we made port at the Forsaken Isle. The less they know about that, the better off we will be while in the port of Crossing. You remember the words of Master Druid Philantar, words that seemed so long ago and in another world. The Lornish Isles and their people may be different from what you are used to. Be not rash. I advise you to tread cautiously among them.
So less is more. We got it. We can do this.
Soon the Bay of Crossing comes into view, and along the left coast are cliffs, but the right coast has a sandy shore, and in the middle is a large town, almost a city. A plateau in the center of the town seems to have some rather large fortified buildings on it with flags waving in the wind. And there is a wall surrounding it with occasional towers. A large town, almost a city. almost a city. A plateau in the center of the town seems to have some rather large fortified buildings on it. There are several docks with a variety of ships. Captain Felton seems to be headed toward one of the large docks. Men are lining up on the dock in anticipation of the Voyager making port, eager for work. There seems to be a couple more official-looking people standing by, some rather tough-looking, wearing armor. The ship makes dock.
Captain, is this? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Captain, is it normal for the guards to meet you at the ship?
Oh, yes, there's always a port officer.
All right.
The ship makes dock.
The
line handlers on the dock work eagerly, trying to make a good impression. There. Set up. Tom directs them from the bow to secure the Voyager properly. A wide gangplank is extended to the ship.
Can we ask the hooded guy if he's got any extra hoods we can give some of our more exotic species?
Brad? Oh, he only had the one. All right, let me bring everybody on board. Just a minute.
Who are you calling exotic?
That was me being kind. Oh, I think I closed too much. Can you reshare that last map, Dwight?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Brad back there. Captain Felton is the first to cross the gangplank. He bows to the slim man standing between the guards.
Sounded like he was dropping gold.
Yeah, Sirenscape, to explain what happens, Sirenscape picks up on any words that might be in a sentence and plays a sound whether you want it to or not.
Damn.
It ends with Captain Felton handing the official a small bag of coins and a book. The official then bows and extends a hand toward town. These are the three guys waiting on the dock. They do not leave, however. They stand there watching the ship and watching the party in particular.
I personally heed everyone's advice and say nothing and just do whatever the captain tells me to do.
I'll follow closely behind the captain and pick up the gold as he drops it. Kidding.
All right. You notice that the port official wears a small emblem of an elk on his right breast, but the guards seem to wear no emblem at all. The guards do not actually seem to be working with the port official at all and show him no deference.
Can I roll my, would it be history for that to see if I know what that emblem means?
History wouldn't work, but general insight. Yeah, roll insight.
Not what I want. Sorry, 1 second. Bill's insight.
Into the tower. Oh ho! You remember that Mrs. Winslet had a small emblem on the breast of her blouse that was the image of a raven. This port official has the image of an elk.
All right, so party. I think that symbol just was said she was at House Raven, right, or whatever, or did it mean something else?
That's exactly what it meant.
This guy is house. What'd you say it was?
Elk.
An elk.
But the guards seem to have no symbols at all.
So this means he's higher class than the rest of them.
You don't know that. That's a good guess.
We're just wanting to get through here. Does it look like they're gonna like inspect us, or should we just follow behind the captain?
Well, the captain heads off the gangplank and starts walking in toward town. What you decide to do is up to you. Is anybody else going to join him, or is Stone still going across by himself?
Caden will follow suit.
Brad lines up at the back. The port official looks over the party and says in a worried tone, "Welcome to crossing. Please state your business." You're out front, Eric.
Oh no, I don't know what.
We're here for.
Wait.
Anybody want to help him?
Yeah, help me out here. What are we doing? What's our plan?
We're just
We're
adventurers.
passing through.
Passing through. Well, he says, cause no trouble here, and you will be. Oops, there's no Zogmar in this party. He glances at Rowan, actually, and almost chokes on the word, and you are welcome. He looks at each party member carefully. Brad keeps his head shadowed. Toward town, you notice an older woman watching the goings-on of the dock carefully. I'm going to remove Captain Felton, as after a while he wanders off into parts unknown. And you guys are on the dock. They let you pass,
So,
but you are being watched by them, and in fact, you guys are being watched by everyone. It seems that everyone is staring at you as if you're like a monkey in a zoo.
is there like a tavern or an inn or ale house nearby?
The port officials say, yeah, those would be on up in town.
I think we make
And he
our way
points towards
much
the north.
haste, gentlemen.
Agreed. Where's this old woman eyeing us down, Dwight? Is that
She's starting to cross around as if she's going to meet you up north.
we're heading north anyways?
I'm going to move you all up so you can see what's going on. Tom pays the lads that help tie up the few ship about coin. They inquire helping with the cargo, and Tom hires them on the spot. As the party moves up the dock, the older woman comes around the inlet and waits for you. As you approach her, she makes a gesture with her hand, and her face, particularly eyes, suddenly shine briefly with a sparkling glow. She laughs to herself as you approach and smiles broadly.
Is she looking at one of us in particular or all of us?
She's looking at everybody, including Brad.
Not the company we're looking for. Move on, little lady.
Welcome to Crossing, she says. We've not seen the likes of you in a long time. She pauses. Who am I trying to fool? We've never seen the likes of you. She laughs. She bows low. She says, I am Ivanora, the Mage of Crossing. By the grace of his majesty, she shakes her head and rolls her eyes. King Aphron of Moravan. To be honest, I work more closely with Lord Mamdred of the Elk House, King Aphrod's vassal and lord here in Crossing. I have a keen interest in all unusual people and happenings. There's only 5 of you, sorry about that. And you 5 are an extremely unusual sight. I wonder at what happenings will accompany you.
Hopefully, good fortune.
Do you
Good
have anything to say?
Yes, good fortune. As in, right now would be a mug of ale and maybe something hot to eat.
Hang on just a moment. She says a dwarf, an elf, a human, and a halfling traveling in company together. Very refreshing, but extremely unusual. You've all been noticed by the locals, I assure you. They'll be talking about you all over Crossing. She leans over and whispers, not all of these locals are what they appear to be.
What do you mean by that?
She whispers, that fisherman back there, a lackey of the King Aphrid of Moravan, posing as a fisherman. And those guards down there with the Port Authority are certainly not his or even Lord Mandred's. The Thieves Guild, as they prefer to be called, usually has a presence here when a ship comes in. They are a nuisance, but they have friends in very high places. Difficult to move against them directly. Too many eyes about. And how, may I ask, can I be of service to you? She says with an amused smile.
Well, for now, I think we are looking for a place to get a drink and maybe rest our heads.
He says, I've got the perfect spot for that. In fact, the only spot that would accommodate all of you would be the Crossing Inn, which I can show you on a map. She says, but do you have any longer goals I might be able to assist you with?
Well, there's a castle I want to build when I get done with this adventure. And I really need to.
Do you remember what you're here trying to do?
Go ahead.
We'll be moving on eventually. Possibly passage to take, and I'll point to Gunther, our friend home.
She looks at you, or she gets serious. She goes, the Lornish Grove. She looks suddenly serious. The Lornish Grove Island is a land apart from the kingdoms of Moravan, sacred, in fact. They keep their own counsel, and their wisdom is occasionally sought, but rarely heeded to my mind. That crossing can be made for a modest price. I'll see what I can do to arrange that for you. It may take a day or two, as ships do not often go there. In the meantime, there are many inns in town. Most are for locals, and specifically for one race of local or another. It would be rather dangerous for the likes of many of you, and none of them, never mind, forget that part. I recommend the largest and most accommodating to new and strange city arrivals. Crossing Inn, frequented by all sorts of folks, she says almost as a warning. You would be the least outlandish there. Traveling dwarves and woodland elves stay there as a matter of course. She says, this may assist you, and she hands you a map of Crossing, which you guys have already seen. And she's going to ping here. Let's put the party where you guys currently are. I will ping on the map. You guys have the map up? Where
Yes.
Crossing Inn is. Do you see what where I'm pinging?
No, I must have closed the map.
Just a minute. I'm sharing the record.
Thank you.
And here's the ping.
Oh, now I see it. Okay.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Cool.
That's a cool effect.
Yeah. Ping mode.
Like it. Can I gauge how like trustworthy I think she is?
She guesses what you're thinking. Oh, you can always trust me, she smiles. Trust me to keep my own interests at heart. My interest is keeping the town of Crossing out of trouble, which means I try to keep you from making mistakes that could put yourselves in trouble. You seem the sort that would not submit to trouble easily. And the less trouble for you, it'll end up being less trouble for me. The very last thing I want is closer scrutiny upon our city and Lord Mandred by his kingship over in the city of Moravan. You see, the kingdom's reins are quite loose here. I would hate to see them tightened, as has happened all too often elsewhere. I always trust my nose, for it can smell trouble and is seldom wrong, and in you I smell a powder keg. But it would best be for me to protect you from a spark. If there was sudden violence or unusual happenings, eyes would turn our way. We must avoid, or at least reduce, that. So you see, my interests are also your interests. Besides, for all the bristling against foreigners here, we see real foreigners so seldom, as you all too obviously are. She winks at Brad. How can I not welcome you and make your stay as pleasant and uneventful, hence as short, as possible?
We're a little light on gold. You think you could get us some rooms at this inn for free?
Me? No. No, I couldn't do that. They're not all that expensive.
About some gear? You got any health potions?
Me? No, I have no
I think
help.
you've done enough. Thank you.
Yes.
My advice to you is stick together. That will cause you issues as well. I do not advise any of you to travel alone. She looks at Brad. I will try and contact you at the inn when I have looked into passage to the Sacred Island Grove, and looked into a few other things as well. She glances briefly at Brad and winks. However, if you wish to contact me, you will find me at the Wizard's Tower at the knee of the plateau. She indicates on the map its location. Humble it is to be at the knee of a vassal, but still far better than being under the boot of a king. She smiles and takes her leave.
She's out of earshot, I'm just going to say. I had a witch tell me I could trust her one time, and that didn't turn out well. That's all I'm saying.
There's always that. All right, we're going to switch to the main city map. So I'm closing this map, and I'll share it again. We're switching to this map as you guys start winding your way through the town. Does anybody want to buy anything? Probably not after your trip, but if there is anything you're looking to purchase, let me know. There are many shops. You'll notice that people do look at you strangely, as if you were just as odd a bunch of people as you can imagine, even though you don't look that different from anybody else.
I wouldn't mind picking up a
More
help.
and more,
Oh, sorry, do
you
I?
start to realize it's because you're in each other's company that you are strange.
This is a reminder. Medicine.
Alexa, stop. And finally, you
I
make
think-
your
I
way.
think- The way we
Go ahead.
walk through the city would be more of I mean, if we keep Brad in the middle, then maybe he's less obvious to be seen.
Oh, he sticks right with you. He took Evanora's advice literally. Hang close.
Do we see any place to buy maybe a health potion, Dwight? Like a potion
Health
shop?
potions. Yes, actually, you do. There's a little shop back here that sells health potions. Just a minute. They sell standard potions of healings for 40 gold.
Like we have 370 in the party sheet. You guys all want to pick up one each?
That sounds good to me.
You have 307 in the party sheet. If
Oh, my bad.
everybody picks up, so if you're going to take 4 of them, that would be 160.
I like it. I know I want one at
Why
least.
Why don't you just hold on to mine, dwarf? I don't plan to get hit.
Oh, we're going to do better than that. Just a minute. So you're going to have 147 gold pieces left. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick potions of healing in your 4 of them in your party inventory. So if you want to carry a potion on you, grab the little square next to potion of healing and drag it into your inventory. So Logic Bomb, you absolutely should do one. You should have one. In fact, I would recommend everybody take one.
Take one, you silly elf. You're gonna get us all killed. I'm not gonna come over and give you mouth to mouth unless you beg me. Yeah, and I wink at him.
Just open your inventory and drag that little square into your inventory. It'll bring a potion of healing into your inventory.
There we go.
Cool. All right. And it gets on towards late afternoon, early evening, and you arrive crossing in.
So, what do you think? Should we not show ourselves overtly as a group, a mixed race group, or to hell with them?
Well, the witch said we would be the normal people here. We'd fit right in.
The least outrageous, she said. Or the least
Yeah, she said that she didn't say normal. She said the least outrageous. Yep. That was exactly right. Hang on, I'm bringing your guys' characters onto the map. Hold it. I've got way too many things on the map. Just a minute. Delete all non-friendlies. There we go. And I'm missing one character. I'm missing... Who am I missing? I'm missing Rowan. Nope, I'm not missing. I'm missing Kate. Crossing in. As you enter, the place seems normal enough, a bit dark as taverns usually are. Quiet conversations going on around the place. At the far end, a trio of dwarves are enjoying their mugs of ale near the lovely halfling minstrel on the platform. She's playing a lute. Not the best you've heard, but seems to be as much there to look at as to hear. In a dark, quiet corner, a pair of elves are sipping wine and talking quietly. In another corner looks to be a soldier you saw earlier with the port authority, sitting with someone dressed darkly but quite handsomely, both having dinner. Another man you noticed at the dock earlier is sitting at the bar drinking ale.
Is it the captain?
No, not anybody you know.
Can I tell, like, what type of elves they are sitting over there?
Absolutely wood elves, no question.
Are those men eating whole baby pigs?
Something like that. Nice meal. The innkeeper welcomes you in. Welcome to my establishment. We have good ale and a selection of wines, decent food, and rooms to rent. We do cater to dwarves, elves. Others expect our customers to be civil to one another. Now, how can I assist you folks this fine evening?
Oh, you can start us out with a round.
That we could do.
Maybe a hot meal.
Oh, that we could do too. Looks like Rowan has picked a table for this.
Nice place. Thanks for putting the order in. We should see about getting a room as well, and then maybe we can have a little conversation about what our actual plan is here.
We have good roast prime tonight, fresh cut greens, rounds of bread baked today, and to top it off, a Yorkshire pudding. And we just got a shipment of fine dwarven ale, some of the best I've tasted. Compared to the fare you guys have suffered with for the last few months, this sounds like a feast.
That sound tasty, yeah. Hayden, I think maybe you should go over and talk to the halfling bard over there. Maybe get some news and some action.
Certainly. We'll see my luck.
We have to treat it like a high school lunch table, though. When he walks over there, we all have to go, ooh.
There's a female counterpart for everybody in here. I mean, I'm not sure why we're sitting together.
Okay, you can go look for your fun later, but don't you think that we should possibly figure out what the plan is before we separate?
The bartender asks, he says, are you guys going to be looking for a room for the night?
Yes.
I believe I have one room, I believe, that can accommodate all of you.
We'll take it,
Yes.
I think.
He says, for 5 gold pieces, I'll give you that room plus all the food and ale you can drink tonight.
How about 4? Make us a deal.
He still tilts his head sideways and says, done.
All right. Well, we gonna talk about our plan now, or we're gonna wait till we get back to the room. I see a table of dwarves over there with my name on it.
Well, the question really, does it seem as if people are paying attention to us, or are they self-absorbed and we could have a conversation or not?
You guys could have a conversation in low tones as there's music playing and quite a bit of noise, but there's no question that everyone keeps glancing in your direction.
So, let me know what you think. But
you can have a conversation in low tones and be fairly safe.
What was Brad's mission here? I forget. What was he doing?
Brad says, this place creeps me out. He says, I just need to hang low for a couple of days, blend in, and so I can make travel arrangements to the city of Moravan. You guys are working on travel arrangements to somewhere else. She looks at you and said, there's no question even Nora knew exactly who I was. He smiles and says, I don't think that will be a problem. He said, but he says, even Nora knew exactly who I was.
Yeah, that lady seemed like she knew a lot more than what she let on in the first place. Kaden, did she seem like she was divining things? Was it magical in nature, or is she just very intuitive?
Caden, there's no question that was a spell she cast just before you guys walked up.
Certainly
No question.
Some sort of arcane art.
The witch. I told you.
Well, Brad says she said she was the Mage of Crossing.
Okay, well, let's give her a day to see if she does actually secure passage to the Lornish Islands, and after that, Brad, you'll fly on your own.
He says, yeah. Says that'll be work.
Do we trust the Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so I guess tonight you're on your own, Dwarf. If you want to go hang out with your buddies,
Well, I mean,
regroup for breakfast.
do we feel safe to ask around about our passage? There's a fisherman over there. Might know a good boat.
I guess it depends on how much we trust her. Do we want to have her help us out, or do we want to find our own way and leave her in the lurch?
That fisherman at the bar is the exact same one that Evanora pointed out. That was a watcher for the kingdom of Moravan.
Spy. Was he one? Okay, just a question so that I'm keeping track of things. Is it the Paul? Was that the group that was part of the Thieves Guild, or was it the fisherman that was doing the Thieves Guilding?
The fisherman. The Thieves Guild guy is Paul back here, the very well-dressed gentleman in the corner.
Okay, that's what I was just checking.
The fisherman
And
guy was, she said, was a spy for King Alfred of Moravan.
And if I recall, the box that Gunther has, the thing we're supposed to be transporting, they've been looking. The Thieves Guild has been purposely looking for that. So let's just make sure that that guy doesn't actually pay too close attention to what we're doing, and maybe we don't ask around for passage to the Lornas Isles in here, in case he figures out what we're doing.
The only people in this place you've never seen before are the barmaid, the barmaid, the elves, and the dwarves, and the minstrel. Oh, maybe that guy in the corner, but he's sitting with the Thieves Guild, so you can imagine who that was.
All right, I'm gonna go talk to my buddies.
Why don't you two go talk to the dwarves?
I'm gonna walk over to the dwarf table and.
Just a moment.
You should go with him, Caden. I think Gunther and I will go to the wood
dwarves
elves.
stop talking and stare at Stone Soul with their mouths open. Just as it starts to get uncomfortable, the unarmored dwarf speaks. By my beard, a hill dwarf. I've never seen before. You're not from the Silver Realm at all.
It's true.
The lady dwarf nudges him in the ribs and said, "Excuse my rudeness. I'm Karbak Opalstone, and this is my wife, Nokabella, and our companion, Yograk Shatterspike. We be hill dwarf merchants that ply trade between the kingdoms and the settlements of Moravan. We just brought in dwarven ale from our people in the Silver Hills, and are enjoying the fruit of our own sales. Feel free to join us."
Excellent. I'll slam my mug of beer down that I brought with me and greet them all.
We be stunned by the likes of you. Dwarves here do not venture out much and allow no foreigners rather than us occasional merchants here. But you walk in like it was nothing, and in the company of humans and elves. I've not seen anything as strange as you in all my years. You must be foreigners indeed. No one will expect someone like you.
We come on an adventure, and the party I'm with's kind of a rogue party, but they're a good bunch. I'm gonna start to tell them about my history.
Okay.
And my.
You're telling them where you're trying to go to.
No, not that yet. I don't know if I trust them yet.
Okay. Well, they're all fascinated by your history and the fact that you come from lands that are so far away.
I'm gonna ask them when they plan on traveling.
Oh, by the way, as you tell them their history, they realize they made a mistake. Now they're even more astounded. They said, "You're not a hill dwarf at all. You're a mountain dwarf. My goodness, we have not seen the likes of you in 800 years.
Everybody knows the difference between hill dwarfs and mountain dwarfs. Come on, guys."
He said, "The Iron Fastness shut their doors 800 years ago. No iron dwarf has been outside of the fast descent. He says, we Silver Hill dwarves are the only dwarves people recognize anymore.
That's it's understandable.
They lean closer. They say, you might want to be careful letting people know you're a mountain dwarf. You might draw more attention than you want.
Well, do you guys all you have access to any maybe horses or carts or anything that you'd want
We
to?
have a cart. We have a cart and a couple of mules that we use to get to ply our goods. Of course, we need those.
Where you guys headed to next?
Oh, back to the Silver Hills. Back south of the Silver Hills.
And do we have a map of this whole place, Dwight? Is that the map we got, or was that just a town map?
Yeah, it was just a town map.
Oh, do you guys happen to have a map of this area?
No.
And how the hell you know where you're going?
He says, oh, we know. He says, there's only one road, and we ply that from here to the Silver Hills. He looks over at the elves on the other side of the room. He says, the damn elves take the same road, so we have to keep an eye on them.
Well, what happens when you get to what happens if you go past the Silver Hills?
Then you end up in the woodland elf territory. It's not safe for the likes of you or us.
Well, if me and my party decide to head that direction, would you like some company?
Sure. Of course, if that's the direction you're going, if that's where you're trying to get.
We're going to decide that later. We're just out having a good adventure, so we're not quite sure yet, but I just wanted to know if we were welcome with your company if we decide to.
It depends on whether you're going to bring those with you or not. He points the table, the elf, the druid, and the halfling, and the human.
Oh, I see. I understand your not your anguish, but your they're all good people. They wouldn't cause a problem. We would only help secure your passage for your travels. Is there any bandits or anything along the road you might need protected from?
Bandits? He says there's not too many people that'll attack Silver Hill dwarf merchants. He says we provide a pretty hefty service to all the different realms. He says that we're not too worried about bandits. He says we're only worried about bandits when we're here in the town of Crossing. And he looks in the corner with a Thieves Guild guy. He says we only worry about bandits when we're here in town.
Yeah, they've been following us. What do you know about them, Thieves Guild?
Not to be trusted.
How about that fisherman? How about the fisherman at the bar there? Who's he?
Okay. So we don't know him.
All right, I'm going to finish up my L, thank them for their time, and head back to my table.
They were friendly enough to you, but did not seem very inviting of anybody else in your.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to come back and report to you guys. You guys know everything they said, basically. Caden, did you get anything from the bard?
Oh, just finished my meal. I suppose I can head over there now, see what I can find out.
She nods and looks in your direction. Says, my name is Rosie.
Oh, hi there, Rosie. A lovely tune you got there. He pulls out a gold and flicks it into whatever tip area she has.
Okay. She smiles. And she nods over at the two guys in the corner from the Thieves Guild when you do that.
Have you heard any interesting stories lately?
Nothing so interesting as you find.
Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping to hear something fun.
Oh no, nothing so interesting as the five of you. She says, "Where are you from, and who's that guy in the hooded cloak?"
Just a friend of the folks. No one important. We're just out seeing the lands. We're from the overseas. Heard of
Roll perception.
Okay.
Roll perception.
Perception. There it is. Okay. Wait, where's my dice tower? I set this down without rolling it. Sorry, I don't know where my dice tower is at.
That's okay.
Somewhere.
Behind the map, probably. Mine always moves there.
Yeah, right click on the dice tower, tell it you want it to move, and that way you can move it
it.
wherever you want it. I usually have it down by my dice.
Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay.
That's okay.
Do you want me to did that roll, or do you want me to re-roll? Or
I didn't see the roll, so you have to roll into the dice tower again.
Perfect.
So just take your. There you go. Saw that. Oh shit! And he rolls a freaking 20. She keeps glancing at the corner at the two guys from the Thieves Guild, and when you follow her glance, you can tell they're making finger gestures, giving her instructions on what to say and what to ask.
Okay, clocking that. Can I tell if she's like working willingly with them or nervous, under duress or anything?
Oh, the language that she seems to be speaking, she's one of them.
Gotcha. But all right, seems as you don't have any particular stories to share. With the tip, perhaps you could do some kind of jaunty tune, a little upbeat.
Oh, she does. She does that. She starts playing something a little more vigorous.
Can I Can I kind of bap Caden on the back of the head and pull the gold out and put like a couple copper in? Be like, oh, you made a mistake, and kind of laugh about it. I'm just kidding.
Turn him into a sheep.
I'm a dwarf.
You guys are feeling less and less comfortable about this place, although the dwarves were pretty nice.
Unfortunately, no information.
Rowan, do you want to talk to the elves?
No information, but a valuable lesson learned, Caden. Don't throw gold at what copper can do.
So we've got the hill dwarf teaching the wizard. The wizard's just a lab, though. You're not wrong.
Did Caden share that information about the fingers?
It's up to him.
About to. Yeah, he shares it all.
Can I understand what they're saying?
No. Caden couldn't even understand what they were saying. He recognized it was some kind of a hand language.
Well, I speak thieves can't.
Oh, shit. Yeah, they were trying to. You do speak thieves can't. They were telling her to ask about the hooded companion, Brad, specifically. Get more.
Okay.
They're saying get more information about who that hooded guy is.
I'm not going to share any version of that because I don't want them to know that. Because I don't want to be a part of that at all. I just was more curious. Yeah, I'll go talk to the elves. Gunther, you want to come?
I think I'd be welcome.
Druid kind, wood elf kind. We're all one big happy family.
Just a moment.
Hey, Gunther, let's go talk to the fisherman when he's done. One on each side, if you know what I mean.
They stop conversing to one another and greet you. Welcome. We see that you are a fellow woodland elf, but you must be from very far away. You could not possibly be from our.
Nah, I was orphaned and transplanted from far away. I have not very much about the normal wooded area, the realm. Excuse me. Uh, but
Odd you are to us. You're in the company of humans. It's strange enough. But you also came in with a dwarf. To that is unbelievably strange. Oh, I'm sorry. This conversation just, yeah. We come from the woodland realm to the south called the Morrowwood. We're here to purchase goods from this human city, goods that were probably made by dwarves. But we would rather pay the premium of human middlemen than buy anything from them direct. That never goes well.
I come from a land that doesn't have quite such harsh boundaries.
Ah,
A bit like a cowbird, born into the nest, raised by a different bird. It seems tense in this area. Is it always like this, or is it extra?
things are always tense when we're around strange races.
Does Morawood have much dealings with the local druid group?
The Grove Island is east of us, east of Morrowwood across the straits. But the fit does occasionally take one of us to abandon the woodland realm and join the druids. That crossing is not all that difficult, but druids are strange to us. Friendly and helpful, but odd in their outlook upon life in the Lornish Isles. It does not surprise us that you are interested in the Grove. They too consort with all, humans, dwarves, and elves alike. I fear that may be why their wisdom is seldom sought or heeded. It is so outlandish a custom. But the way to our realm is far and dangerous, and it would probably be easier to find passage by ship from here.
That is our plan. So, but I just do not get many opportunities to drink and converse with other elves. So I mind if I just sit here and listen for a little bit.
Not at all.
And that's pretty much what my plan is. I'll sit and just kind of listen. Maybe I'll see if I get any more thieves' cant from those guys without making it obvious, and just eat my bread or whatever they're having.
All right, I'm gonna tap Brother Gunther here. Say, let's go talk to the fisherman.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna kind of put my hand up to the innkeep, and I'm gonna order the fisherman guy the worst beer they have here.
Well, he's already drinking the worst beer that they have, so he'll have another one.
A light beer, please.
Saw you down when we came in. How's the fish biting today?
Pretty good. Was better last week though.
What was happening last week?
More fish biting.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he doesn't seem to have a lot to say. He keeps looking back at his plate.
You a regular here?
Occasionally.
How about in town? This where you live?
Occasionally, yeah, I live here in town. Why? Why you ask?
Seems like you've been following us. I'm gonna point my dagger.
No.
I'm gonna kind of.
Okay, go ahead. I was finished fishing down at the docks, and then I come here where I usually have a drink afterwards because it's cheaper than some of the other places in town.
All right, I'm gonna point at my dagger, roll intimidation on him.
All right. He snorts.
Does he want to remind him that the fisherman was here before we were?
He was here before you guys were.
I'm going to kind of break into loosen the conversation.
With all the larger people at the table, Paul approaches Caden.
Oh, hello there.
Says, welcome. We're curious where you're all from, and particularly that hooded fellow who was not on the passenger manifest list, indicating Brad.
Oh, must have been someone slipping their due diligence, but he's with us from overseas.
Ah. We'll have to make a note of that. He sort of wanders back.
Nothing happened with my
more and more. What? Say that again?
Nothing happened with my intimidation on the fisherman.
No.
All right.
Nothing at all.
Well, enjoy your drink. Keep your eyes on your plate.
All right. It's getting more and more uncomfortable here. You guys want to head up to your room?
Probably the right move. Bar fight probably wouldn't be good for the party.
Just a moment.
That'd be fun, though. We could probably get some answers that way.
So, just a minute.
What are your questions?
I mean, we don't want them to know that, I guess, right? How to get to...
You were brought up to a room by none other than the minstrel.
God.
Isn't that funny?
Maybe that gold piece got you more than I thought.
Hang on just a minute. All right, can you guys see the room?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is the room you're in. Let's see here. I'm gonna make the lighting such that you guys see. Just
All right. Can you share it again? I'm sorry. I closed it on accident. Thank you.
There's a room in here with 4 beds, but since you guys probably are going to be standing a watch anyway, 4 beds is going to be more than enough.
Windows?
No.
Just the one door?
Just the door.
Is it a hallway on the other side of the door?
Yes, it's a hallway and stairs, 2 flights of stairs that you came up.
Okay. Yeah, I think we probably should be keeping watch. Rowan wants to go around and tap on every wall to make sure they sound either solid and not hollow. No secret doors. I've been in inns like this before where that's a thing.
No secret doors.
Roll the, we can move the 2 of the desks there right in front of the door. Stack one on the other, make it harder for someone to come in.
You could do that. Do you want to do that?
What do you think?
Yeah, not a bad idea. Give us a little extra time. I'll help him move them.
All right. So you get you get a dresser in front of the doorway.
Brad, from here on out, if anybody asks you what your name is, just say Rowan. Rowan's on the manifest. And I don't look like you. So.
All right. Brad seems a little shook by what went on down there. He says those men were of the Thieves Guild. I'm certain of it.
These walls have ears, I imagine, but I would go with that feeling.
He says not only the walls have ears, but the person who brought us to this room, they know exactly which room we're in.
Can we peek down the hallway? I just want to get an idea how far down
Certainly.
it is.
Do you want to open the door?
Yeah, I'll open the door.
Hang on just a second.
Shit.
They're coming up the stairs right now.
Oh. Greetings. How you doing?
They draw their weapons. Roll initiative.
Got the door.
We should have had the bar fight downstairs where our dwarven friends would have helped us.
Right.
Oh, hold it. I made an error. Just a minute. Clear
I mean,
initiatives. Hold it. I have too many things on the tracker. Stand by.
they're gonna hear it. If they're gonna help, they can still come.
Just a minute. Delete from tracker. All non-friendly. There we go. Now add the groups. Hang on. Sometimes. Now show. And now we can roll initiative. Oops, I just accidentally rolled PC edition. Go ahead and roll your own initiative. All right. Well, they're coming up and drawing their weapons. And Caden, you actually have first. You're the first to move.
Nice.
Is this the top floor? Just out of curiosity.
Yes. You're on the
Okay.
third floor.
No windows, all the way in. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just chuck an ice knife down that hallway at Mark.
At Vark. Oh, Mark, yeah. Cool. Perfect. Now, make sure you target Mark, but then actually target all of them because there's going to be a saving throw. We'll see if you hit Mark or not, but there's going to be a saving throw involved with everybody else.
Okay, so just have them all targeted off the bat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're only going to see if the one hits Mark or not.
Right.
Just a moment. Mark, no, you missed on Mark. However, roll the secondary damage for those who failed. Not the primary damage, but the secondary damage.
Right.
And that should hit several of them.
Nice.
I see that it did. Yes, it did. It hit a few of them that failed the getting out of the way when the ice knife exploded.
All right. And I'm going to use my movement just to... Just move a little ways away from the door, just so they can't fire at me. And that's me.
Abel steps inside and takes a long sword at Stone Soul. Hits him too. Minimum damage. Same thing. Long sword at Stone Soul. Missed him though. Rowan.
How tall is that dresser behind me?
Not very.
What's higher, the bed or the dresser?
Oh, well, the dresser, but the bed is closer.
All right, I want to jump up on this bed to give me some height so I can maybe shoot over Stone Soul's head.
You can shoot over Stone Soul anyway. The guy can't be more than 4.5 feet tall.
It's funner on the bed.
That's true. From there,
Okay,
you
let's
can hit
see.
almost anybody. Well, the ones out in the hallway would be hard to hit.
Okay, I am going to focus on the ones that are here, I guess. Well, who's hurt? Manny's hurt. I'm going to attack Manny first.
All right.
Control click Manny. Target Manny. I'm going to use my action and place Hunter's Mark. Hunter's. What is it? Hunter's Prey?
Mark.
No. Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark.
Action. Hunter's Mark on. I put that on me, right? That's how it works?
Yes. Yes. Now that's a bonus action, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. At Manny.
Right.
I think everything's right. And I've got Horde Breaker on. Okay.
You hit him.
Okay.
Damage.
Damage.
Now, because of Horde Breaker, you can either fire a second shot at Paul or Frederick, whichever you choose.
Let's do Frederick. Let's put wounds on the wounded ones. Okay.
It's a shot. Hit.
Okay. Damage. Damage.
Took him down.
And there's more where that comes from. Get out of here, you rascals.
All right. Go ahead and end your turn. Manny just takes a breath. He's afraid to move. Brad is going to step up here and take a shot at Abel with his longsword. Misses him, though. Paul comes forward and pushes Mark aside and heads after Stone Soul with his longsword. Whoa, hits him. Gunther.
Let's see. I think I will cast a moonbeam.
You're going to drop a moonbeam.
Right on Mark. Right on Mark's head.
Just a moment. Excuse me, it's going to take me just a second to set something up. I'm sorry, I should have had this
No worries.
ahead of
No
time.
worries.
Just a minute. Explorer. Fade artwork. Where'd it go? Moonbeam. There it is. Add moonbeam. You're dropping a moonbeam where? Mark?
Mark, yeah.
That's what I figured you'd do. So you're dropping a moonbeam right there on Mark. Okay, now the damage won't take effect until it's his turn. So that's
Right.
your action. Are you going to move? You're probably not going to move because there'll be an attack of opportunity if you do. So
Yeah,
you're probably
right.
not going to move.
I'm going to do a stamp pat.
All right, go ahead and end your turn. You remember how to do that? On the combat tracker, the down arrow, the little down arrow at the bottom. If you hover over it, it says next actor.
Okay.
There we go. Brother Stone Soul.
All right, what's going on with Mark here?
I'm going to move that moonbeam over just a little bit so you can see Mark. Gunther has dropped the magic moonbeam that's shining down at Mark. It's going to hit him.
Okay. What's it do? Damage?
Yeah.
Pretty good damage, yeah. I wouldn't waste any time on him.
All right. I guess I'm... okay. I was going to bane him. I don't know if it's worth it. Maybe I'll just attack.
Baning them would... That's an interesting move. That would make them hardly be able to... That would make them hard for them to hit... to be able to hit anybody. That's an interesting move.
Cleaning through him pretty quick, though, so I don't know if it's worth it if I should just attack, you know?
Yep. It's hard to say.
I'm just going to target Paul. He looks like the leader, right?
If you do able, is he flanked?
Does look like the leader. He also looked like the most armored.
If you do able, is he flanked?
Oh, that's a good point. Okay. Yeah, I'll stick out able then. Target enable.
Yeah, that gives you advantage. So hit ADV before you attack. Down at the bottom near the dice where it says ADV. Make sure that's selected. There you go. Critical hit.
Aha.
Roll your damage. Heavy damage. Nice.
Pokey pokey. All right.
Caden.
All right. I'm just going to point blank able some magic missiles.
Magic missiles. Let's do them one at a time.
Okay.
Because if Abel goes down, you might want to point at somebody else.
Very true.
So the first one hits Abel. Kill. Oh, hang on. That kills him.
Nice.
Hold it. No, it didn't. Wait a minute. What happened? It says to Manny. It says you hit Manny, not Abel. You had Manny targeted.
Huh.
Do you want me to take that back? Do you want to keep that or take it back?
I would like to be unable.
All right. So hang on. Let me fix all that. Just a minute. So Manny gets 5 back. That's... Wait a minute. He'll get... Just a minute. Let me get this whole... Okay. And Abel also took the damage. All right. Nope, that's not right. Okay. So Abel took 5. So now you have a whole lot of people targeted. I'm going to clear your targets.
Yeah. I only see myself targeting Abel for some reason.
See, I have you targeting Manny, yourself, and Abel. Okay.
Weird.
If you look in the combat tracker, you can see who you're targeted on.
Okay.
So you've already... Okay, that was your first attack. Your second attack going into Abel again?
All right. And this time I should
All
just have Abel.
There you go. Now roll your second damage. Hit him for 2 more.
Okay.
And the third one. That took him out.
There we go. I'm going to shift over here so I can see down the hall.
That's right. You're not next to anybody now. You can move.
Yeah.
I don't see your move.
Behind Gunther. I'm trying to move over by him.
Like this?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right, then my last one, I'm going to try and hit Manny. All right, there we go.
Mark. First thing that happens to Mark is Gunther, target Mark. The beginning of his turn, he gets hit by the moonbeam. So, hang on. Let me look at the spell before you do it. I think it's a cast. Just a minute. Gunther.
He gets a con save.
Moonbeam. Yeah, you're going to roll the dice, the cast. So take the dice. Wait a minute. Do you have it? You don't have him targeted. Target Mark. Control click Mark.
Oh, control click.
You have now targeted Mark. Okay, now give it the cast. Drag the cast into the chat window. Here you go. And he fails. Now you can just go straight for the damage.
Okay. And the damage is, there's effect.
Yeah,
Damage.
just drag the red damage thing in there. Heavy damage from the moonbeam. That effect you put on yourself, that's concentration. If you get hit, it's possible you will lose concentration.
Right. But my beam is still up.
Your
And with an
beam is
action
still
next
up.
turn, I can move it with an action on my next turn if I want to.
You could move it with an action, yes. Of course, if Mark is still standing there, probably don't want to.
Right.
Cool. So now it's Mark's turn. Mark spins and attacks Brad
Mm,
with a longsword. Misses him. Rowan.
Seeing him attack Brad, I'm going to attack him.
Missed.
Miss.
You do have inspiration.
Oh, let's use it. Let's burn it.
Yep. It's almost 7 o'clock, so yeah, I'd use it. Missed
I
again.
missed again anyway. He's got some high
Use one of
AC.
my-
It happens.
I'll use my 15 on him, so he gets a 15 on the roll.
Say that again.
As a divination
Oh,
wizard, I'll give him my 15 on the roll.
you have you rolled a 15?
Yeah, I have a
You had a
10 to
15 in waiting?
Yeah.
Hang on, 15 plus that's a hit. That's a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage, Rowan.
All
He
right.
divined that you rolled a 15.
That's cool. I've never heard of that before. I like it.
Yeah, he has divinations. Remember when you have bad divinations that you can give it to your enemies too.
Yeah.
So that's
So
one of your. What is? I'm curious, Caden. What is your other divination?
It's a 2.
That's a 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to do the other guy, right? Yeah, I have to target the other guy.
Yes, you could go after Paul if you wanted. You're well standing on the bed. You're well over. That's a
missed him
miss,
with that.
however. Paul is the
right.
most armored.
Did you move your
Brad.
hunter's mark over as well on Mark, or do that?
My what?
Your hunter's mark.
Hunter's
Did you do
mark.
that damage?
I can only use it till I burn the damage. So I hit
Right.
the guy last time and used the damage.
Oh.
Brad attacks and misses. Paul continues to go after Brother Stolzel with his longsword. Misses him, but just barely. Gunther. The moonbeam is still on Mark, by the way.
Okay. Let's see.
I only have it out of the way so it's easier to target Mark.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to step up one space here.
Oh, my goodness. He's getting active.
And cast Shillelagh as a bonus action, correct?
Yes, just a moment. Shillelagh is, yeah, that is not concentration. Yeah, that's a bonus action. So cast your Shillelagh and you can now attack with the Shillelagh.
Okay, now do I?
It's the
Cast
green
it as-
cast. It's the green cast is an attack. See the cast for Shillelagh?
Yes.
Make sure you have, hang on, you are targeted on Mark, so grab that green thing next to Shillelagh and drop it in the combat tracker. That's the Shillelagh attack. Okay, wait a minute. Hold it. I'm trying to figure out why that happened.
Right. I targeted Mark, but he's not flanked, right? I mean,
No.
Paul. Paul.
I don't know why that happened. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. Shillelagh damage.
Oh, you attacked both of them is the problem. Nope, that wasn't damage. That was an attack. Take the red damage marker. Now, the red
I thought you
damage
wanted
marker.
me to. I thought you wanted me to
No.
re-roll the hit. Okay.
No,
I'm sorry.
I don't.
So we're on Paul.
Yeah.
And I hit, and I'm going to roll that.
No, you're on Mark. You were on Mark.
Okay.
Which is what I thought you wanted to have happen.
Okay.
If
Well,
you look at the combat tracker for Gunther, it shows you underneath targets Mark. So you were targeting Mark.
Gotcha.
All right, so that's your attack. So that's the end of your turn. All right, Stonesil.
All right, let's give it to old Paul here. Doing my attack.
The hardest one to hit. Good attack, though. That wounded him. All right, Caden.
All right. Let's see. Just Paul left. We'll just go ahead and keep burning slots. And magic missile alone.
There's the first one. Second one. And the third one. All right, good damage. So, why are you doing 4?
I did a second level.
Oh, okay. You're casting it at second level?
Yeah, that was my second time doing it at second level.
Okay.
So I'm out of slots now.
Cool. Heavy damage. All right, Rowan.
See if I can hit him with an arrow. Trying to. Does the moonbeam hurt if you run through it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna aim then.
Big time.
Take a deep breath.
2d10.
Here we go. Pull all the way back. Fire.
Hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Damage. Damage.
Nice.
Killed him. All right.
Quickly search his pockets.
I assume you want to release the moonbeam?
Let's do that. Yes.
You're
Look
going
for
to find
anything in a
about
person.
You're going to find about 20 gold pieces.
I'll give it to Brother Stone Soul.
Nothing else worthwhile.
Was the fancy dress guy up here too, or no?
No, he wasn't.
I think we go down, boys. Make sure the bottom's clear.
Oh, somebody stealth down.
I mean, I'll go take a look if you need me, if you want me to.
Yeah, be careful. Don't go too far.
I'm going to try to sneak down the stairs.
You don't see anybody on the 3rd floor, nor do you see anybody on the 2nd floor hallway. Do you actually want to go down to the actual tavern?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we shouldn't be split.
That might be dangerous because there might be a bunch of people down there.
Yeah. I'll just stay at the top of the stairs. Hey, barkeep. See if he yells back.
Barkeep's turned in for the night.
You want us to follow you down there?
You can tell there's some people starting to mill around down there though.
Hey, what else? Are you still down there?
You're calling into the tavern?
I think I can outrun him back to the 3rd floor.
There are no lights or anything.
Oh, people are out, huh?
Yeah, people are out, but there are some people at the entrance of the place that are starting to mill about. There's a lot of mumbling.
I'm going to go back upstairs quietly.
Probably going to shut the door. Just a moment.
Yeah. There's more people down there. I don't know if they're going to come up or not, but they're definitely down there.
Stand by just a moment.
Keep the door open in case they start coming up the stairs again.
Damn it. Oh, this is why. Okay. An old woman comes walking up the stairs, a little old woman. She looks at you and says, "Can I come inside, please?"
No. That's a hard pass for this wood elf.
She looks at you with a smile on her face and she goes, "It's in your best interest."
I'll let Gunther make that call.
I think we can speak clearly right here through the door, can't we?
No. She says, "Let me in." She sounds more urgent and she starts sounding younger than she appears.
Yeah.
Can I use divine sense?
Oh,
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna cast her on her. Oh, is it a roll?
Oh, divine sense. Hold it just a moment. It's hard for me to keep track of everything. Just a minute. Divine sense. Just a minute. Oh, yeah. She does not register as evil at all.
All right, let the witch in.
at all.
So if Gunther will back up, she comes in. She throws her what is going on? There we go. Just a minute. There she is. She throws her hood back. It's not an old woman at all. It's the Mage of Crossing. It's Evanora, disguising herself as an old woman. Up the stairs, you can start seeing knights coming up the stairs. They all have the emblem of the elf. Evanora throws a bundle on one of the beds and says, "Brad, put this stuff on now." Brad comes over obediently. In the bundle is armor, like as if he was a knight with an emblem of an elk on it. She goes, "Put this stuff on now before somebody catches you." So he starts putting on all this plate mail. Pretty soon there are a bunch of knights in the room with you.
I can help Brad put on his armor.
The old woman says, "It's me, Evanora in disguise. Those downstairs cannot know I'm here. More are coming. Many more. We must get you all out of here." She grins at Brad. "My lord," she bows. "You are in his city. Sir Mamdred is calling you to service. Quickly, put these on." She tosses a full set of plate mail on the bed. Evanora looks terribly impatient. "We have little time." Evanora addresses Brad more formally. "Lord Mamdred is calling upon you to assist in the finding and interrogating one Brad Winslet." She laughs. "Of the house banished from the Isle of Moravan." Her eyes shine when she says, "We must locate him before he escapes, as then we'll never be able to prove he was actually here." She chuckles to herself. It would not be the first time the guild claimed the sky was falling. Evanora says, "They have spies everywhere. Not everyone in the Forsaken Isle is actually banished. It's safest to assume they know more than you think they do."
Lord Mordred is in charge of the Thieves Guild?
She says, she looks at the helmet. "That helmet is in need of repair, as the visor is stuck down over your face. We can fix that after we search for this nasty criminal." The 3 knights suddenly enter the room and finish helping Brad into his armor. Knight Arbuckle announces, "Okay, search this room, tear it apart if you need to, but leave nothing to chance. And you," pointing at Brad, "arrest these and bring them to the Wizard's Tower for interrogation. We have more knights searching the rooms below." He mutters to Evanora, "We have many knights coming and going from the inn tonight. It will be impossible for them to keep count." The old woman looks at you and winks. "I must retire to my own room. I will see you in my tower. There is much. There you see it is much more secure than it is here." By the time you get down to the tavern floor, it is no longer just a minute. It is no longer dark. Just a moment. You guys are being surrounded by knights. One of them is Brad. All right. So they bring you in here. Hang on. Go. So you guys can see what's going on down here. There are I'm not going to put them all in here, but there are a shitload of thugs in here. I mean, a lot of them. You guys, I'm going to have to take 1 minute. If I don't feed this cat, he's going to rip my leg off.
No worries.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting here trying to set up this encounter, and I've got a cat that's attacking. I am a slave to my animals. Here we go. There are several knights in the tavern and several thuggish-looking people that keep looking to Rupert for instructions. Rupert looks confused and angry. "Where is Winslet?" "We know one was here." Knight Arbuckle says, "He was not in the room. He must have crawled out a window. But we have these 5 for interrogation, and we'll get to the bottom of this." Rupert screams, "He could not have. I've had this place surrounded since they arrived here. Give those 5 to me, and I will get all information out of them." Knight Arbuckle says, "Then why did you not contact us immediately, you fool? Perhaps we would not be empty-handed. These will be handled by his lordship, not by your thugs. If guilty, they will likely hang. If not, they will be released. And neither path is up to you, Rupert. You are not the lord here." Rupert fumes in the corner, and he says, "Not yet, I'm not." Knight Arbuckle scoffs and marches you all out the door. All right. Arbuckle brings the party to the Wizard's Tower. As you are marched to the Wizard's Tower, more thugs can be seen headed toward Cross again, but several that were in the inn are now following the party and watching every move. As you start up the steps to the plateau with the Wizard's Tower, several knights break off to guard the steps, and no one is allowed to pass. The tower looks strong and tall and is engraved with many symbols. And if anybody can possibly read this, there's an inscription on a stone. As you enter, only Knight Arbuckle continues into the tower with you. The lower floor is bare, with a stone staircase leading around the south side, upwards into the tower. Knight Arbuckle lifts his visor, smiles, and indicates you take the stairs up. Pretense is done. We're quite safe here. Brad takes the helmet off and carries it, and Arbuckle follows behind you.
Can anybody read that?
Not I.
It looks like I can.
One person can.
It looks like it says Tower of Ivanora, Mage of Crossing, servant of His Majesty King Alfred.
I think it's actually Aphrid. Could be
Aphrid.
Aphrid.
Darn it. You know, I set up these encounters and then I have to delete them and do it a second time because I forgot to take out the other. Okay, who's not here? Caden. All right. So now you guys are in the Tower of Ivanora. Trouble! Ivanora laughs at Brad. That's all your family ever is. Your father was trouble, and now I'm certain you're going to be following in his troublesome footsteps. Brad says, I must reach Moravan City quickly and quietly. How can I possibly do that now? Ivanora smiles. A report to the king must be given on what happened here tonight. Rupert causing such a ruckus for naught. You, sir, will be among the knights sent by Lord Mamdred to report to the king. The armor is yours, courtesy of Lord Mamdred, who holds your house in high regard. He apologizes for not being here personally to welcome you, but he can't be seen in the company of the likes of you under any circumstances at all. I am fair certain why Brad is here. Our young noble needs some others to be banished to shore up his place on the Forsaken Isle. Volunteers, if I know his family, he'll have little difficulty finding them. I predict a rise in crime in Moravan City and many banishments. And I certainly don't want that here. She glares at Brad, but then smiles. And you four, I take it I can always expect the same from you? Sneaking a Winslet into our city, laying Rupert's minions about on the floor. You're welcome. You are welcome to me in Crossing, but I would be very careful if you ever return. On the other hand, you now have friends here, including the positive notice of his lordship. But you have enemies here as well, and they are quite established here. I was not quite sure what I was going to do with you. It would be the most fun to hang you, but it would seem odd if you returned at a later date. So once I saw the docs that Brad was a Winslet, his nibs and I decided to banish you from the city. Not to the Forsaken Isle, mind you. There's not enough evidence for that, as no Winslet has been found. And that would require consent of the king, the last thing we want, and not permanently either, as we have arranged a ship to take you from here as punishment for your vile crimes. That ship also happens to be headed to the Lornish Grove, but that's beside the point, you rascals. She laughs.
Outstanding.
The ship that brought you here has departed. Voyager is gone. They were to be boarded and searched this morning, probably impounded and taken from them, but someone, she smiles, must have warned them, and they departed in some haste before the king's representative could search them. Luckily, their cargo was hastily loaded through the night, and they left with a full load. Alas, there are no ships available right now that could pursue them. She chuckles. Arbuckle laughs. It's always a pleasure working with Ivanora. Nothing is ever quite what it seems, and to spit in Rupert's face is always a pleasure. Ivanora looks at all of you carefully. She goes, and now for the interrogation. For truth this time. Why are you foreigners here? I do warn you that Lord Mamdred will hear whatever you say to me. His nibs and I keep no secrets. King Aphrid, however, will not. From him we keep all secrets. She wants to know why you are in the Lornish Isles.
I mean, I think you're good to. No reason to really keep the secret. She's proven herself. I think if somebody wants to tell her.
I agree.
We have business in the grove on the island.
She goes, I figured that much.
And exactly what that is, not even we know. But we're looking to shed light in any darkness that we can find in your realm here.
She kind of rolls her eyes and says, how noble. She said, no, she says, excuse my manner, but nobility around here is kind of lacking. We don't get to see it very often. Are you guys going to mention the Fayde, as has been mentioned to you by Pappy?
Have you noticed any darkness or corruption in these past months?
She laughs. Corruption? She goes, the king of Moravan is filled with corruption. Hell, our own streets are covered with corruption.
Beyond mortals, mortal corruption is nothing compared to what we are trying to locate.
Now she looks interested. You mean magical corruption?
Yes.
She says, I know nothing of this. I am aware of the deep, but I will investigate. I have the cooperation of mages from most of the Lornish realms. If we ever meet again, hopefully not too soon, we can share what we have learned. As always, I will be here keeping an eye on the port of crossing. And I guess the real question is, Gunther, are you going to show her the chest?
I'm not.
You don't have to. I'm just asking. You're not. Yeah, I don't blame you.
No. Yeah, friendly people are not always completely friends. So, and she did say that as long as our interests coincide, then she would help us out. But I wouldn't want this to be the item or the article that made her an enemy.
Knight Arbuckle says, I'll take care of these four while you report to his lordship. The vessel is standing by. Evanora says, make sure you are well heard, Arbuckle. It will save us later. Arbuckle, going back to this map, takes you out and takes you in the wee hours of the morning all the way back to the docks at Crossing. And there is a small sailing vessel. Your escort wastes no time marching you straight to the dock in the early morning hours in the cold mists of the pre-dawn morning. You seem to feel eyes on you from every dark alley. On the dock, you find a nice little three-masted lateen sailboat awaiting your arrival, named the Lucy. Arbuckle opens an official-looking scroll and proclaims very loudly, not 5, it's 4. You 4 are banished forthwith from the city of Crossing for a period not to exceed 30 days for the crime of being unhelpful with information of a potential criminal who may or may not have been in the city. Signed, Lord Mamdred. By our laws, you are to be placed on a ship and sent hence away from Crossing. Arbuckle shoos you onto the boat. Aboard you go and off with you. Best of luck to you. I do honestly hope our paths will meet again someday, as long as it's after this upset settles down.
Is Brad still with us?
Oh no.
Okay.
Brad is dressed up in armor and headed with some of Arbuckle's men to the kingdom of Moravan. Brad is no longer with the party. With a wave and a nod, the night can be seen receding as the boat you are on immediately sets sail, as if they were ready long before you arrived, and cast off the moment you were on board. This would be the perfect time to end the session for next week.
Sounds good to me.
I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was your first little taste of the Lornish Isles. You've made some allies and some enemies. Brad, of course, was a bigger problem than you probably expected him to be.
I liked it. It was fun interacting with people, and